Well, good morning out there. How y'all doing? Listen, it's kind of a up and down emotional roller coaster day for me. I'm very sensitive to what's going on around me, from the grass to the almost to the clouds, y'all, or at least the birds flying in the sky. And many of you are that way. And this is a message for you. We have to do things in life. We move. We go to work. We have to walk into a Walmart. We have to walk into a store. We have to walk around other people. We have to walk down the sidewalk. I mean, these people are all around us, and we're bombarded with these weird feelings all of a sudden when there's another energy source around us that apparently needs it, it seeks it. But with other humans, those of us that are called empaths or weirdos, I don't call you weirdos, by the way, because I'd be a weirdo with you then. We get this sense or feeling from people right off the bat. Now, it's not descriptive, with me at least. I'll stick to myself because a lot of people don't believe in this. But you that are empaths, please stay with me, because this is a brother. This is a true brother talking to you, and because I recently discovered in my life that there's actually two kind of empaths, and you can be either one. It's your choice, like everything else in life, because we can't cut this off. Um, but like with me, I'll walk by somebody. Let's just say I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I'll walk by somebody, and somebody walk by on me. And before I really see their face or get a good read on their physical appearance with my eyes, I start seeing I don't know, just a different, almost a slight change, like somebody closing a door with a light on, and it being a little darker or lighter or whatever. Um, you can call it an aura or whatever. And sometimes these colors seem to match certain personalities, but I have no idea because, like I said, none of this is descriptive. It's all my perception at the time. This is very instantaneous, and for the good thing is, for the most part, it goes by really really quick. Somebody just walking by you, or walking by you in a Walmart or something. So um, um, I get a smell. If the person is really a bad, evil type of person, a gossiper, somebody that likes to see turmoil for other people, just what a crab, a golem, people that we don't associate with, that's a stinky, stinky smell. If I walk by people that are very earthbound and earth spirited, especially Native Americans, I get like this. Now, this is like my third eye smelling, y'all, not like my nose, but it's earth people, black folks, Asian folks, for some reason, seem to walk by me, I get a earthy smell, like above the earth, like walking through the woods. And that's also depends on if this is a good person or a bad person. I've never smelled anybody that really smelled good. I think you all stink, mankind. But in saying that, I'm being joking. I'm just being very joking because this is a very serious subject matter. Um, but no, I associate it with smells, and probably the worse you are, the worse you could smell. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you feel. And sometimes, like, you can tell that somebody's sad, but you can't tell why they're sad, or you can tell that they're happy, but you can't tell why they're happy. But here's my problem. Here's my problem, y'all, and this is really what's drove me insane and been the issue. Made me a disempowered empath when I should have been an empowered empath all along. But because nobody wants to believe in it, because nobody wants to talk about it, because the government wants to cover up our pineal gland, so we never use this, because actually we are all empaths. What's called empaths and why we're weird is, for some reason, our pineal gland is still active and still works. Like a squirrel or a dog or a cat or any animal out there, our animal instinct to connect, to know what the other person's feeling. Like, a squirrel walks up on another squirrel and it's eating a nut. That squirrel can just put out a mental thing like, hey, don't come near me, or hey, I'll share this nut with you. You see what I'm getting at? This is what we've lost between us. This is what I talk about. So you that have it, this is why. And you that don't, it ain't a big deal. All you got to do, decalcify your pineal gland, get real. Get real and connect with your brother and your planet. There you go. That's what you do. And if you want to debunk me. So y'all out there, this is for us. So now, like I said, there's an empowered empath, and there's a disempowered empath. Those of you that take all this in, like many, like me, that keeps us in decade-long depression, or years of depression, or even a lifetime of being shy or keeping our mouths shut, and knowing when people are lying, knowing when they're being devious, knowing when they're being good and loving as well. That's cool, because we really know people. That's like, we're the real folks. Like, we know the real emotion behind the words coming out of your mouth and the hugs and all. We can feel you. That's why I like to hug people. But the disempowered empath is that way because it brings them down, y'all. Well, you think it's nice to walk around smelling your stink of your life? You think it's nice to walk around knowing the sadness of the world, the sadness of our brothers and sisters, the sadness of a stranger walking by you? How fun do you think it is to walk into something like a Walmart or a big store and there's 50, 60 people, 100 people in there? A concert, oh my fucking God. Go to a concert, 3,000, 5,000, baseball game, 30,000, 40,000 people, and feel that. It's like being in the noisiest room you ever been in, but you could put in earplugs and you could close your eyes and you could be in a bubble, but you're around that energy and you can't stop it. Well, that does drive a lot of people crazy, and that makes a lot of people sad. But you know what it also does? Because empaths are also very deep people. They don't mind going straight to your problem. They don't mind hearing you. And guess what? A lot of you don't mind coming up to people like me and unloading some issues, dropping baggage, like getting real about dropping baggage, not just, gossiping about how bad your day was with a coworker or something. No, like really, man, it's the stuff that's keeping me down. The reason I can't take the next step on my path. You can come to us and we can listen. They're the best advisors. They're the healers. These are the empowered empaths. And this is why I'm asking my brothers and sisters out there that when you feel other people, hey, first of all, I understand and I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to tell you in my tough love kind of way, it's a gift. And if you don't want it, I can understand that, but it's not that kind of gift. It's kind of like the gift of your head. You can't take your neck off and get rid of your head. You got to have your head. So you got to deal with this. So deal with it by, okay, I'll give you a little bit of advice. I'm very agoraphobic, y'all. I don't like being out in public places because of this feeling that I can feel other people, especially the sadness and the turmoil in people's lives. So when I meet people, the worst smell, well, for me, the worst light, the worst energy is awkwardness, right? Nobody likes to feel awkward. Don't y'all hate them awkward moments like somebody say something stupid and all of a sudden there's a little bit of silence and everybody's like, what did he really say that? Awkward moments like that. Somebody like you go to, you try to get your first kiss and she pulls away or you give the ring to get married and she says no. There's all kind of awkward moments. These are the worst to me as who I am, okay, in my spirit. This is the worst is the awkward moments. So what I've learned to do is revel and be who I am, which is a Southerner, right? Well, Southerners are kind of funny in a little bit of way. Nobody's really got a problem with a Southerner when it comes down to talking to them, I guess. So I can come out there and say, hey, how y'all doing? And, you see this good old boy, but, I got to do that so you don't feel awkward and make me feel awkward. And there you go. As soon as you're comfortable, I'm comfortable. And I actually like that because it's allowed me the ability to either walk back past somebody or to make the best friends at the best time, all the time, and not be scared no more. So I defeated my fear of you, mankind, by coming up and say, hey, and how you doing? And talking to you. You see? So you disempowered empaths out there. Talk to some of these people. Open them up. Or just get beside them. They'll open up to you because they're going to feel you. See, that's a transceiver right there, y'all. Oh, my God, just look it up. Look up what you've been lied to basically your whole life. If you don't know anything about the pineal gland, if you don't know anything about our connection to each other, if you don't know anything about frequencies, or you read this and you think, oh, that's some really super sci-fi stuff. That's that Eastern stuff, ain't it? That's what those people do over there in Asia, right? No. This is the way of the planet, not the way of the world. You didn't get me that time, did you? This is the way of our planet. This is the part. I know I get ragged a lot about talking about Inky and how we became who we are, but I do think we were cloned from a natural man. So this is the part of you that likes being cloned. You don't want to believe it, but it's there. You can't stop it. Like I said, how do you think animals and all communicate? Body language, flick of the tail, some of that. Yeah, that's a big part of it. But they are mentally connected. Poor Urban right here, he's deaf. He deaf when been deaf for about a year or so now, maybe a little bit longer, and about half blind. But man, he can walk in the dark up the trail, never miss a step. He senses that. He still got a smell, but there's this thing inside. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's very real, and that many of you, I'm very concerned about. It may get you so down and out that you go numb it out. They ain't no doing that. I'm sorry, you're who you are. You got to deal with it. Um, you can stay away. You can do like me and try to live in meadows away from people, or places away from people, not just meadow. I'm gonna be missing my meadow here pretty soon. Um, and just stay away from mankind as much as possible, and then find another sweet soul if you're lucky enough. And I have been for some very short periods, but hardly our relationships and our relationships with other people seem to always be going back and forth and back and forth. And there's a reason for that too. Since there's not that many of us that are still in connection with this natural ability, um, it does make it hard to understand when people are lying or being false. It is hard to take on everybody's sadness and even feel their physical pain sometimes. I can feel Urban's hip sometimes, believe it or not, y'all, and he's just a dog. And you can say what you want. I'll be having the best day, and I can look at him over there, and he don't have that little weird smile on his face, and he's licking his leg, his back leg, because his hips get to hurting him. He got bad arthritis where he was beat down. Some people burglarized my house and beat him down with a stick, broke his back. So he's lucky to make it through it. So he suffers now. I feel that. I felt it when they broke his back. He feels me. That's why me and this dog got a special relationship. It's why you and listen, that's the other thing. I'll tell you how you can tell that you're at least putting out, at least transmitting good energy, is when kids and dogs like you right off the bat. You know what? That's an old thing from country people. And guess what? It was really good to see that used in Australia. If somebody's kids or their dogs is cool with you when you come up, when they meet a stranger, most folks is good with you. You see what I'm getting at? So, because they still have that sense. They have that sense. So, but it got twisted like, hey, man, kids or the dogs, whatever. It don't matter. The the diet that you have, even the water that you drink, and especially the indoctrination and now the frequencies are being used to keep this away from you. Because guess what? How many empaths or political people? You don't see many of them because we know they're a bunch of lying some bitches. We know that they're out for themselves. We can tell when somebody's out for themselves and when they're really generally trying to help the people, and like politicians are supposed to do. So you don't see many political empaths. No, most people deeply involved in politics are, matter of fact, not even very spiritual. They're still looking to another man, and they're still looking to systems and governing things to keep them safe and secure when they don't even, that's because they haven't accepted the fact that this is a big planet in a even more vast supergiant universe, and none of it's safe at all. And that the only thing you got is the life. That's why we can feel each other. Because, man, you feel a brother that's sad, you bring them up. You feel a sister that's anxious, you bring her out of it. Everybody's happy and cool, man. Let's go dance in the meadow. We got to help each other, y'all. This is what they take away from us and replace with pharmacology. This is what they replace with strangers talking to you. This is what they replace with a school system and even a religious outfit that you were supposed to be able to send your kids to, so they can tell them what they were doing bad, and now look what happened to them. That not there you can trust. You can't trust their religion. You can't trust their politics. You can't trust their security force. You can't trust their police. You can't trust nothing out of them because they're not connected. You get it now? Do you get what I've been trying to tell you for the last 6 years, y'all? You are connected whether you want to be or not. It's the fighting the natural part of your life. Why so much depression and so many people are on so many drugs, or even seek street drugs for emotional pain. You're burnt up emotional because you're actually feeling other things and you think it's you. But it is you, because now you've taken on your brother. You just wasn't told what was going on inside you. Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on inside you. You're a human being and you're feeling other human beings, and it's fucking cool, man. So leave it alone. Please don't medicate it. Please don't smoke it down. Please don't shoot it away. Use it, because this is what we do with each other when all our little frequencies are all bebopping off each other. This networks, it could rebuild the ionosphere. The planet is sad as well, y'all. You don't feel this planet being sad. You don't see these some bitches up here spraying these skies like unreal. They got to keep you in that box. They got to keep you sad. They got to keep you depressed, and they got to keep you medicated because of this internet, because of brothers like me being able, and sisters and people, our tribe, people that love you, that care about you, can come out here and tell you you have been lied to about 99% of this world and your connection to it. Because you don't have a connection to that world. It's an illusion. You only have a connection to the planet. Worlds are man-made. Worlds are in here. The planet is what we live on. It is also happens to be a being, a living being that had millions upon millions, maybe billions of living beings all on Earth. We're all parasitic to her, but it all works together, except for us, because you're not connected no more. You get that part now? Do you see now why I must love you and I must tell you the lies that you've been told and give you the truth to get you out of your sadness? Is because I'm just trying to save my Mother Earth. Because she's all I really care about, y'all. Not that I don't care about y'all. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Because I know that without her, see, I look at the very top down. I don't look at little things going up. I want to just look straight to the top. Without a planet, we will have nothing below that. Nothing. I'm not sure you're familiar with nothingness, but that means without anything at all, not even a thought, a conscious, a memory, feeling other people. So it's not bad to feel other people. It's not bad to feel somebody else's pain. It don't last long. And yeah, sometimes it sucks. But you know what? Sometimes it even makes me feel so much better about missing 3 toes, about not having any disc in my back, about fibro, about pain issues that I can just now see what I'm saying? I can feel other people got way worse than me. And then that empowers me to seek more people that I can help get to at least to the humble, regular, small level I am of happiness. If I can be happy, anybody can be happy. I was not only a disempowered empath, I was a disillusioned empath. I hated it. I thought it was me for the longest time. I thought that I was a damn retard. I thought I was the one walking around bumping my head and walking into walls because I was flashed out by people walking by me that were just evil or had or even beautiful light spirits. Don't you know what it's like to walk by somebody that's just like a woman that takes care of lots of kids, and that's a real skill or a job, or a real school teacher, people that took their gifts with other people, especially children. Man, they get a light so bright sometimes it used to scare me. I could tell when my granny was coming down the hall. Her light would be in front of her. So all that was real, and then I fought it off like it was, and then jumped into man's world. Let's get a job, let's get a house, let's get the 2.2 kids and the wife and the picket fence and man, keeping you disconnected from earth is why they make money. Money ain't real. It's based on your labor. So everything they want, they have built and made, like the kings of old. They have built, made, and done right in front of them. And they have no skills except for fooling you, lying to you. You were lied to about who you are, and you were definitely lied to about this. But the information's out there. The internet really stuck it into the king's back. The kings will never be able to keep the same amount of slaves they had as long as this internet's around. That's why they try to get rid of it. But the thing is, we also got this thing. It's called word of mouth. It's called learning and teaching. Somewhere along the line, because we were so busy with work and we were so busy with this and so busy with that, somewhere along the line we were still learning, but we wasn't learning like we used to, and we wasn't teaching anymore. Word of mouth has always been word of mouth in your local community, in your own home, in your own mirror is the way. Not sitting around with wild, crazy things running through your mind or feelings or emotions when you may just be an empath. You may just be feeling something else. Listen, some things come to certain people at certain times for the weirdest reasons, or matter of fact, completely unknown reasons. Who would even know? But you felt it before. Many of you have not only just felt other people or felt like something bad was going to happen, what you call intuition. It's all right there. It ain't intuition, but they got good, clever names for it. The ability of a mother once she gives birth, to, like they're saying, the mom's got eyes in the back of the head. In a spiritual empath sense, thinking as an empath, she actually does. She can actually hold more than one conversation. Now we're talking about the housewives gossiping, but they all talking at the same time. That's because they can. Because they can do more. Their brain can do more than one thing at a time because their natural instinct with their being a mother. Now an empath needs to know where that kid is. No matter if her eyes are right here, where's that kid? He's over there in the bushes. He's over there. I know exactly where that kid is. When you lose that, you lose your kid, right? And you mothers know this, don't you? All right, there you go. You think some old redneck's bullshitting you with some rainbow blowing out my ass and hippie do? Well, it ain't. It sucks. And you mothers know exactly what I'm talking about. You people that are empaths know exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said many times out here, please don't waste your gift. That's all I'm gonna ask you. This is the day and the age for it. This is the day and the age for the earth people, period. All the Christians and the Muslims and the Jews, they all had a great time. Our modern day religion had the last 400 years. Them sure had the last 100 years, right? Y'all fucked up. All right. So y'all step off to the side and let the naturalists and the earth people take care of things. What you call Wiccans, what you call pagans. I promise we won't sacrifice your baby, but we will get you back in contact with the life-giving planet that you live on. Okay? So whatever you are out there, you think you're weird, and look, that's why they throw up the goth stuff and the dark stuff and the emo stuff. They try to give you these boxes to go into. Don't go into the boxes. Don't say I'm an emo because you can feel your neighbor's rage or you feel sadness from an animal that just came from a dog pound or something, or from a homeless, or you walk by a homeless shelter and you can't even breathe. Don't no. It's not got a label. Oh yeah, it does. It's called empath. Not called anything else. Being sensitive does not mean you're all, oh, I'm sensitive. Oh, I feel that. No, I'm an empowered empath. I jump on a motherfucker when I know he's lying. Why do you think I hate the lies? Why do you think why I don't even allow certain conversations to go so far? Because you already know you can. And when listen, that's a cool thing. Before I get off here, that's the cool thing. But when I know you're lying, I can cut you off. Well, you know you're lying too. See, so you won't even bring it back up. I'll allow people to even get out of their lies if I care enough about them. But blatant liars or twisting the truth. Many of you, your days are over with me in front of me with my niceties and me being kind about it. See, people out there, you don't think I'm very kind. No, I'm just not your fucking kind. I stole that from a Megadeth song. I ain't your kind of. That's for damn sure. But guess what? I'm realizing the more I open myself up, the more that I go to Meadows and stand in front of the stars, in front of the Milky Way, in front of the universe, and open myself up to this planet and bring it in so I can make change for it, so I can take things upon myself and make change for it. The more and more I see, it's really that there ain't that many of you out there that are stuck into this system that believe in it. I know some of you are stuck into it because you're stuck into it and you ain't found that one thought process to get you out. But there's very few of you that really like this. There's very few of you that really believe in it. You're all just trying to fool somebody else because you're not in touch with yourself or your planet or your brother. So I suggest that you get in touch. Or, hell, I suggest that you just go on and live your life like you want to. Because we got Grand Solar Maximum coming, y'all. And I don't know. We might not be talking like this. We might just be talking around campfire here in about 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? So pay attention to the skies. But better yet, pay attention to your brother. Pay attention to your sister. When you see them hurting, let them know that kind of like And this is some more advice from my brothers and sisters out there that feel it too. Just kind of let them know. Break in easy, because I do agree. It is embarrassing when people call you a freak. It is embarrassing when they know and you know, but they deny it. Like when you say, "Hey, are you all right about this?" And they're like, "Wait, fuck you, weirdo. What are you talking about?" No, I don't feel like that, man. How can you even guess that? You're like, I ain't guessing. Even to avoid them situations, I go in slow. I know it's embarrassing. I know it's awkward. Awkward's mine. I'm not telling you to turn into a redneck and go hee-haw everybody. I'm just saying that I have found that talking and opening up to the universe to understand and to define some of those senses. Like mine is a weird smell and some light. Yours could be something different. We've got to learn to define those. We got to kind of have our own Webster's dictionary. You know what I mean? um, on what we see and how we perceive it, because it's not what we were taught to hear, and it's not what we were taught to see. It's not what we were taught were smells or taste or touches. It's all different, way different, and it's crazy. So this is why I'm trying to let you know once again that it's all cool too. That there's nothing wrong with you. And as a matter of fact, um, I'd hate to use another song, but like the old White Zombie song, you're more human than human, because you have not, your pineal gland has not been calcified so hard, or that it's very strong, and it puts out such a good signal that you're getting out. And listen, I'm seeing where more and more you know this, but you're not stand. I mean, I don't know how to put it. We're not like a minority group, and we're going to go stand up for our rights. It ain't like that. But what I'm saying is, quit hiding your ability when you know something. Like know something. Let other people know that they can't bullshit you. At least let other people know from the beginning. I'll save you some time with relationships. That just tell them if they really care for you or really want to be with you, they'll listen to you, right? They'll be listening to you. I did this with Karen, and I told her from the beginning that I have a very weird life, and this is the way I see life. And you know what? Um, not only did she understand, she has some very similar experiences with her family, people around her, the whole 9 yards. So you got to talk like that. You don't be asking stupid shit from each other anymore. Listen, we can do that later on, y'all. There really is some tough things coming. It's gonna be some hard roads to hoe. Let's just say this winter, for instance. Uh, we got to get through it together. The one thing I will continue to point out to you until you can show me different, till anybody out there can show me different, I will continue to point out that this government, nor their police, nor their military, nor their corporations, nor their educational system, nor their pharmacology or their medicine help you or have anything to do with you except to get your money as you work for them, and then they tax you for the money as you work for them. That's all you are. So we got each other. They don't have your back, and you already know this too. This is something else that brothers and sisters need to just get out here and say more and more. They don't got our back. So fuck you, federal government. Fuck you, police. We don't want to. Nobody wants to wish death on you, but you have really dropped the ball and fucked this nation of people that counted on you. And the straggling few that still do, that still want to vote and still want to think all this shit works, fine. The rest of us, I'm just letting you know that you're okay, that it's okay to feel things. It's okay to know that the falsities of DC and politicians, like I said, because you're an empath and can feel liars. That's okay. Don't let nobody take that away from you anymore. Matter of fact, I really just wish some of y'all would stand up and scare the fuck out of some of these people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because it is weaker people's opinions are controlling us. You ever notice that? Strong person says something, everybody's like, oh, he's demanding. Oh, he's trying to take over the scene. But weak people say something, they'll get well, we got to do it this way. Oh, it's okay then, ain't it? No, weak people have been making decisions on strong people long the fuck enough. You made enough paper laws. You made enough lies. You made enough pharmacology. You made enough psychoholic slag and bullshit. Go live it and leave the rest of us alone. The strong need to stand up and take care of the strong again. I mean, damn, it's bad enough we've taken care of the weak. Now we got to take care of ourselves. And you empaths, you're strong. But once again, there's two kind of empaths. There's the empowered empath and the disempowered empath. All you got to do is drop the dis. Get the DIS out your damn life. Stand up and be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are. Always remember, them the weirdos. If somebody's trying to dress the prettiest, he's the one that thinks he's the ugliest, or she's the one that thinks she's the ugliest. Only natural, man, you can tell when somebody, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You see it in life in all kind of aspects. The least connected to this planet people are, and to you, our brothers and sisters, the more connected they are to the matrix. And I'm using the matrix as something we can all just go by. an illusion, a lie, a movie. Don't be a part of the movie, be a part of your life. And part of that life is feeling your brother and sister. So get used to it. Other than that, I love you. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here and quit boring you. I got a lot of packing and stuff to do, and like I said, it was just a teachable moment, and it was really heavy on my heart. And I'm kind of like an emotional roller coaster right here, but uh, with the sadness, there's also some happy stuff. I'm also um, gonna carry some of this meadow with me a little bit because I got seeds all over my pants, and get me some ironweed seeds and stuff, so that's fine. Uh, I'd rather leave a little bit of myself than take anything with me because everything I take with me is in my heart, and most people don't see it. Most people won't see it. You probably won't ever see it. So I just have to tell you every once in a while, this is why I love you. This is why I love. I don't like a whole bunch because of being an empath, but I do love, and I will help anybody in any kind of way that I most possibly physically can. So you got that, and you got the knowledge now. You got the pure knowledge and fact that what you are, if you feel other people, is not only normal and natural and was supposed to be this way on this earth. It makes you special because everybody ain't that way because some of them actually like the lie. So be you, be strong, and get rid of the DIS. Ain't no more. You become empowered. I love you. Peace, and don't live in fear.